Men are recognizing that they have been forced to conform to a very narrow and rather two-dimensional picture of maleness and manhood that they never had the freedom to question. I've realized how much toxic masculinity has affected me, the men in my life, and the men in the media and society. There's a lack of awareness and conversations in the media about its effects on men. Toxic stereotypes and societal norms continue to influence young minds and run its course.
My name is Chelsea Joseph.
My name is Rohan.
Hello, my name is Adil.
Good afternoon. My name is Nick Tanabe.
Hi, I'm Makita Reed.
My name is Excel Espina. I'm the technology coordinator here at AMS4.
I don't think there is one definition of being a man or a woman. I think just being true to yourself and living the life you want to live is being a man.
My definition of being a man is being able to reflect on your past and use your experiences to better your present and your future, and not letting that hold you back.
Just standing up for your family, providing for them whenever you need to.
I feel as though being a man should be subjected to scientific terms. So essentially, I'm saying, if you want to be a man, you just gotta have a penis.
I feel like there is no proper way to define being a man, because like everyone is a man in like a different way. I'm not gonna sit here and tell someone you're not a man just because you're not doing something that I would expect of someone like that.
Being a man is more or less just being the head of the household. Do your best to protect and nurture your friends and family.
I think being there for the people who care about you.
Being comfortable in your emotions and being comfortable in your definition of what you think a man should be, and not letting other people's worldview hold you back.
Being comfortable with your emotions, letting it not drive you, but be a strong foundation in your decision making. As men in society, I think we need to be more decisive in general.
I mean, it just goes on with like the same topic, like, you know, traits that are specific to a specific gender. I feel like there are no roles or like gender specific norms for each one.
Helping out the people around you, being able to like put others before yourself while still like caring about yourself and things like that.
I think feeling like you're better than people because you're a man, feeling like you can't express your emotions, or that you have to know what you're doing, you have to lead. Those are very toxic masculine traits.
Telling women what to do and like not trying to listen to what a woman has to say.
Being aggressive and just, you know, being more territorial, I guess. More barbaric, in my opinion.
Like just like feeling really like big about yourself, like or refusing to cry and show emotion, just to feel like you have like a certain standard you gotta live up to as a man.
Definitely. And I think media does a great job at portraying toxic masculinity and kind of influencing men to be toxic masculinity.
Yes. Like, you know, our president before, I'm not gonna name names, but he was trying to use his power of being a man and being a president to do what he had to do.
Definitely. I mean, it started since the hunter-gathering age, you know, the gender norms.
It definitely is. From the beginning of time to now, like men just have it ingrained in their minds that they're supposed to be like protectors and like they're supposed to like provide everyone with everything. But they're not. That's something that like you should do of your own free will. It should not be forced upon you.
I don't think it's affected nor influenced me specifically, but I definitely do see the effects of it on the people around me.
No.
To a certain, definitely, not even to a certain extent. Growing up, that was, I mean, maybe it's because we were just kids, but that was a big thing in school. Any school I went.
It definitely has, because one of the main topics of toxic masculinity is not being able to express your own emotions and keeping to yourself. Obviously, as a man, you know, you want to like provide and like obviously not present any problems for any people that you know, but in doing so, you close yourself off. So.
These are the thoughts and perspectives on toxic masculinity and their attributes. Toxic masculinity is a very broad topic. Everyone has a different definition and perspective. I wanted to display and open the conversation on what others might think about toxic masculinity and the traits of it. Since I was a kid, I was very fluid in my masculinity. I never conformed to one definition of man, although I always felt pressure to man up and change for the very community that pushed toxic stereotypes. Growing up in church with Christian parents and raised in a church environment wasn't easy. I always felt the need to hide myself so I wasn't judged. My own peers at school judged me for the way I talked, moved, and dressed for so long. Somewhere I thought I was the problem and I needed to change. And when I did, I wasn't myself. I stopped socializing, became distant with everyone, and never shared how I felt to anyone. I changed the way I dressed, my hair, and down to the music I listened to for the public eye. I began to see men in the media express themselves the way they wanted to, without letting toxic point of views from social media and societal norms hold them back. I came to the realization that I shouldn't care about being judged by those who are stuck in old norms or what a man should be and look like. And I shouldn't change because of people questioning me and my actions every step of the way of me finding myself. I'm glad that at this stage of my life currently, I'm comfortable with myself and whom I'm becoming, surrounding myself with those who accept me for me and encourage growth throughout this journey in my life. I hope to see many young men start to stray away from the toxic stereotypes enforced on young men in society, that it's okay to be yourself and living your truth.
Like, what is your definition of masculinity?
It's balanced, isn't it? There's strength, right? And there's vulnerability. There's awareness, and then there's acknowledgement of ignorance. A big part of it is kindness, right? Use of power,
Yeah.
gentleness. These are masculine characteristics.
Yes.
It's quite unmasculine to try to emasculate another man.